Hello, Vince Palamara here, and yes, I'm plugging my latest book, my 7th book, President Kennedy Should Have Survived Dallas, the Secret Service, and the JFK assassination. It comes out officially May 29th on Amazon. Might sneak in a little bit earlier, you know how that goes. It's available for pre-order now. Response has been really good so far. I have some advanced copies that I've sent out, and response has been overwhelmingly positive, and I appreciate that very much from some seasoned researchers and authors and whatnot. My first book, which I'm very proud of, Survivor's Guilt, was 500 pages. This one's a little over 200 pages. The only criticism I get about this one is, oh, you could, like Jim DiEugenia gave a really positive review. He said, you know what? You could have trimmed out 200 to 300 pages of this book and it would have been a blockbuster. It's still a very good book, but like Doug Horn, Vince maybe should have had an editor. Just stick to the most salient, strong stuff. This is what this does, but can't emphasize this enough. This is not a rehash. It's actually, like, Survivor's Guilt is through the lens of me, Vince Palamara, and my take on the Secret Service and the JFK assassination. This book is through the lens of the blockbuster best-selling New York Times books, New York Times bestseller books, by former agents Gerald Blaine, The Kennedy Detail, Clint Hill's first book, and then his later book called 5 Presidents, Paul Lannis's big major bestseller, The Final Witness, Carol Leonig, she's a reporter for the Washington Post who's been nominated for the Pulitzer Prize. I think she's won several times. And she did a book on Secret Service called Zero Fail, and several other chapters related to the Secret Service. It goes to show the lies in those books, and through the lies you see the truth. You see through the lens of these former agents how the propaganda, how they're trying to cover up their failures to protect President Kennedy, and also trying to, cover up the conspiracy itself to kill Kennedy. But it's a very, very compelling book, if I do say so myself. I think it really will hit you straight between the eyes, the evidence of, well, quite simply, President Kennedy should have survived Dallas. It's not Monday morning quarterbacking. Just using the Secret Service techniques they had at the time, President Kennedy should have lived. And, I'll walk you through a little bit. Okay, so again, my first book, Survivor's Guilt. And then second book was on the medical evidence. It's a reference book, JFK from Parkland to Bethesda. Okay. Third book, The Nazi Secret Service, is basically FDR to Reagan with some special emphasis on JFK. It's the fourth book, Who's Who in the Secret Service. This goes from Lincoln up to like Trump era. The good, the bad, and the ugly of the Secret Service. This book is done very well, just like the first book, Survivor's Guilt, and my second book. This book is on the assassination, another 500-pager. This is on the assassination itself. So there's that. Then my sixth book, that just came out last fall, is on the plot to kill President Kennedy in Chicago and other related matters. But again, just to emphasize, I want to appreciate all the overwhelming response we've received so far. And it's not even officially out yet. It's available for pre-order. It's coming out May 29th, 2025. It says, President Kennedy should have survived Dallas, the Secret Service, and the JFK assassination. Thank you for watching.